Brought to you by Diamond State Tackle. Gear designed by anglers for anglers.
Mac Davis Photography, bringing the outdoors indoors. Unique photos featuring local wildlife, landscapes, and much more. Visit macdavisphotography.com.
This week on Delaware Surf Fishing, Outdoors, and More, we are going to be sitting down with the saltwater fly anglers of Delaware during their Saturday fly tying session. Then we head over to the Indian River Inlet to check out the Delaware State Park's improvements at the North Side and South Side campgrounds. While visiting the Indian River Inlet, we will see if there are any birds or other wildlife in the area. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Do you want to increase revenue, reach new customers, and existing customers faster? Then it's time to get a GOOBER. Mobile-friendly framework, creative web design, user-friendly content management, and simple e-commerce solutions. Visit TECHNOGOOBER.com.
Now let's head over to Lewis Harbor Marina and visit with the Saltwater Fly Anglers of Delaware Fly Fishing Club. Every Saturday during the winter months, the club gathers in this little bait shop on the Lewis Canal to tie flies, trade stories, and teach techniques. They are preparing for the upcoming fishing season and making their own custom flies. They use a variety of materials to add a unique look and flair to their favorite flies. Captain Pete from Top Fin Charters is tying bucktails to give his customers an added edge this season. He says tying your own gear can save money when you run a charter boat. These anglers are tying flies to match the hatch. That means they are trying to replicate an insect that the fish are feeding on. While the boys continue to tie flies, we're going to head over to the Indian River Inlet. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Do you want to increase revenue, reach new customers, and existing customers faster? Then it's time to get a GOOBER. Mobile-friendly framework, creative web design, user-friendly content management, and simple e-commerce solutions. Visit TECHNOGOOBER.com.
Welcome back to Delaware Surf Fishing, Outdoors, and More. Now let's pull into the Indian River Inlet and check out the new North Side campground. New sidewalks separate visitors from the anglers along the jetty caps. Gazebos have been added for shade and protection against the elements. The north side of the Indian River Inlet now features an RV campground with new bath and laundry facilities. Outdoor shower and foot wash stations have been placed on the north and south side, just near the bridge. The south side of the Indian River Inlet now has a new parking lot, primitive camping area, and the original RV campground. Next, we're going to see what wildlife is in the area. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Do you want to increase revenue, reach new customers, and existing customers faster? Then it's time to get a GOOBER. Mobile-friendly framework, creative web design, user-friendly content management, and simple e-commerce solutions. Visit TECHNOGOOBER.com.
Welcome back to Delaware Surf Fishing, Outdoors, and More. The Indian River Inlet always has a large variety of seasonal wildlife. The jetty rocks host a multitude of reef creatures, such as mussels, insects, and sponges, that many birds, fish, and crustaceans feed on. Sanderlings can be seen feeding along the rocks at the water's edge. Sanderlings are a migratory bird that spend their winters along the U.S. coastline and summers and breeds in the Arctic tundra. The occasional purple sandpiper can also be spotted working the rocks. Mixed in, we have ruddy turnstones, another migratory bird that breeds in the islands of the Canadian Arctic. They spend their winters along the coastline of the United States, Mexico, and Cuba, feeding on small invertebrates. Bufflehead are abundant in the area and can be seen diving for food along the rocks. Many photographers have been coming to see the long-tailed ducks that are now in the area. And on a cold winter's day, a nice warm rock is a great place to take a break. This determined little downy woodpecker is looking for food at the south side of the Indian River Inlet. Just look at him go! No matter how cold or bad the weather, another common sight are the men and women of the Indian River Coast Guard Station, always at the ready, training daily despite conditions. Now it's time to check back in with the saltwater fly anglers of Delaware, but first, a word from our sponsors.
Do you want to increase revenue, reach new customers, and existing customers faster? Then it's time to get a GOOBER. Mobile-friendly framework, creative web design, user-friendly content management, and simple e-commerce solutions. Visit TECHNOGOOBER.com.
Welcome back to Delaware Surf Fishing, Outdoors, and More. Now we are back at Lewis Harbor Marina to wrap up another fly tying session with the saltwater fly anglers of Delaware. After a few finishing touches, the boys complete another Saturday of tying flies and telling lies. Thanks for tuning into Delaware Surf Fishing, Outdoors, and More. Catch you next week. Brought to you by Diamond State Tackle. Gear designed by anglers for anglers.
Mac Davis Photography, bringing the outdoors indoors. Unique photos featuring local wildlife, landscapes, and much more. Visit macdavisphotography.com. TECHNO GOOBER.